All right, before we get into this video, I just want to say this video is brought to you by Mystery Tackle Box, but let's get into it. So, I just received my November box. This is the Ice Fishing Pro box. So, I'm going to talk about this one, what's in it. Now, if you look right outside there, you can see the lake is wide open. So I cannot do a slam quite yet, as this is an ice box and there's no ice on the lakes. I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks here it's going to freeze up. Tomorrow we have a big storm coming, snowstorm, so hopefully that'll cool them down and the lake will start to freeze. I'd like to be able to do my November slam before it hits December. But before we get into it, I just want to tell you guys about Mystery Tackle Box, what they're about. If you're like me, I have a ton of tackle and might argue that I don't need more, but I mean, you can always use more tackle. So I like Mystery Tackle Box because it kind of widens my variety of lures because I like to stick to the same few things. It just kind of lets me explore and try new things. Another benefit of it is that you can save up to like 40% per box. I mean, if you add up everything in this box, this is gonna add up to well over $40. That's another reason I like it. And if you'd like to get your first box for as little as $10, use code ccoutdoors at checkout. Link is in the description. But now that we got all that out of the way, let's hop right into it. So I'm just gonna go through this randomly. Starting out, we have the Strike Pro. This is just a tournament, it says tournament grade. It does not say the name of the bait, but it's your typical little like jigging minnow, jig and wrap style bait. These have become really popular across ice fishing and open water now too. In the last 2-3 years, guys are loving those jigging minnow style baits. But next, this is one that I have used before. This is the Lunker Hunt Magic Bean. As you can see there. So it's a little lead jig head with a Colorado blade off the back and a treble hook. It's one of them baits that kind of excel muddy water if you're fishing Red Lake, Lake of the Woods, where you need that gold flash. Now on to the next bait, we have this is the Vexin Crystal Reaper. Now, once again, it's your typical jigging minnow style bait, just like a jig and wrap. Only thing that's different on this one that I see that I like is that this one has a resin glow bead off the bottom treble hook. That can make all the difference. And I believe, looking at this color, I mean, most ice fishermen can tell that more than likely glows. And yeah, it says glow in the dark. I should have read that. So yeah, that's a glow bait. If you buy a Rapala one, it's not gonna glow. And that's the one part I don't like about it, because I like fishing them at night for crappies, especially those smaller ones. So that one will definitely get put to use this winter. On to the next one, we have a P3 plastic. This is a P3 Plastic Scuttlebug. Now that is a small bait. Let's see if we can get it to focus in on that. But yeah, just a little microplastic. Probably put it on a Tungsten Jig, like a 4 or 5 millimeter. But yeah, it's perfect bait for those finicky sunfish and crappies, or even like Devil's Lake perch would eat that up. On to the next one, we have the VMC Pug Bug Jig. This is a 2-pack of jigs. And I mean, it's your pretty typical ice jig. This is a small one. This is a 64th ounce on a number 12 size hook. So I think that'll pair up perfect with these plastics. Yeah. Not much else to that. Next up, we have the Binks Lures Pro Series Spoon. Now, this one really resembles to me like a T-Flash from Eurotackle, or one of those. I mean, well, there's a lot of companies that make spoons like that. JR's also makes a style like that. This one will definitely get put to use, especially when I do my Red Lake and Lake of the Woods early ice trips like I usually do. I can't get over how much I like gold on those 2 lakes. The walleyes just eat it up. There's something about it. I think it's muddy water, but I'm not entirely sure. On to the next one, we have the Lindy Frosty Spoon. This has kind of always been a staple. I mean, if you ice fish, you have used a Frosty Spoon. That's just, I mean, it's a classic. It catches crappies, walleyes, anything you want. Not much else to say about it. Next up, we have some fishing line SLK Pro Series Mono. This is 5 pound. I've not used their, oh wait, no, I ran ice line on one of my rods this year. I liked it. I ran it on my panfish rods. Probably will do the same thing again, throw it on that same rod. It works. I mean, can't go wrong getting line. On to the next one. This is probably my favorite one so far. This is a Euro Tackle Plankton. It's a little microplastic. Get it to focus in there. 1/2 inch 10 pack. Pair up on a tungsten jig, just like any other plastic, and those are killer. And this looks like it's gonna be the last one. This is another P3 Plastics. This is a 4mm tungsten jig. That is a small little jig. If you put it, God, it won't focus. But if you put it in comparison to the tip of my finger, it's smaller. That's a little jig. Pair up with those microplastics or those other P3 plastics. Perfect. And then in here we have this is a book just giving you tips on fishing for the time of year that you get your box. So I mean, if you get your box in November, it's gonna give you tips for fishing in November. If you get your book in August, it'll give you tips for August. And lastly, we have the what's inside. So just with my rough guess there, this box adds up to $41, and I believe this is a $30 box. So, I mean, you spend 30 bucks, you get $40 in tackle. And if you use code ccoutdoors, you will get this box for 20. But yeah, I'm gonna throw everything back in here, then tell you about one other deal that Karl's has going on that you're not gonna wanna miss out on. So from November 1st to December 27th, Karl's has their holiday sale going on. There's plenty of items on sale, up to 60% off on apparel, tackle bundles, select gear, all that type of stuff. The other thing I like is that there's $1 doorbuster sales. So for this past week, it was the Shimmer Swimmer, which is a paddle tail. This is the 3.5 inch, and I believe the other one is 4.5 inch. So I picked up 3 of the 4.5 inch, and then 2 of the 3.5. You can buy 5 per week. Now that in itself almost pays for it. If you're just doing a monthly Karl subscription, you get 5 baits, and after tax, it was $5.35 for me to get that. And then this week's was the Biospawn Plasma Tail 6.5 inch green pumpkin drop trout worm. I bought my 5 of those, and really I'm just gonna buy my 5 of the dollar item every week because that's a steal to get 5 packs of baits for $5. So on top of that, Mystery Tackle Box is also running a 20% off sale until Cyber Monday. So after Cyber Monday, it's not too late to get in on the deal, but rather than 20% off, you'll get 15% off of your Mystery Tackle Box through December 15th. Now, obviously I'm being incentivized to tell you guys this stuff, but at the same time, I choose to do it because it's something I stand behind. As you can see here, I'm buying the baits. Like, this is not free. I still pay for those. It's just a really good deal, so I do it. I don't have to. And that's why I wanted to tell you guys about it here at the end of the video. Now, I hope I can get this MTB slam in at the end of the month, do a end of November slam. It's not looking that way, so you might have to look forward to December for the first slam. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like, and make sure you use code ccoutdoors on your Mystery Tackle Box checkout.